What's up, Ben? How's it going?
All right, Benjamin, how are you?
I'm all good. Listen, it's Friday night football again in the Premier League. A quick question about this, Ben. It's Brighton versus Manchester United. What do you think about the Friday night experiment in general? I've seen a lot of Manchester United fans, okay, they're playing at Brighton. They don't even get a train home again this weekend. There's again this screw up that there's no, I think 9 p.m. is the last train that's going back from Euston. Do you think that the Friday night games are a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't have any reason to be against it necessarily. I don't have a problem necessarily. I think it's up to the Premier League and the train companies to sort it out, but I don't think it's bad. More football, more nights, more on TV. That's good for me. What do you think? Yeah,
it's kind of good. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I like not having a Friday night football in the Premier League. I thought I would like it more, but it's kind of like it infringes on my time with my family, which I kind of enjoy on a Friday night.
Well, I know in the Bundesliga they really hate the Monday night games.
Right.
But I mean, if there's a good game of football on and you'll watch it and it's available, it's not good for the away fans. I get that.
Yeah.
But night football is usually better than day football, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So under the lights at the Amex Stadium, it'll be Brighton versus Manchester United. Manchester United, they pretty much wrapped it up, no? Last weekend's win against Arsenal, the 2-1 win, has put them really in the box seat. I think, what did I read? If United lose all their games, the Spurs can theoretically, mathematically catch them on goal difference, but it seems super unlikely. But Brighton, they still have, they have risk in their season. Here's the league table. 14th in the league, they go into it right now. 5 points clear. That should be enough. One more point would be beautiful. That would really wrap it up for them because they've got some really tough games after this. Their final 2 games are away at Manchester City and away at Liverpool, which I'll probably lose both of them.
Yeah. Well, they might not because those 2 teams might not have anything to play for.
Okay.
Although it seems likely that Salah will have the golden boot. I think they need something here. It does feel like they need a point here. They might not in the end, but Southampton look like they'll get some points on the board. Some of the other teams as well. Swansea, I think, are playing. Some of the relegation teams are playing
Swansea
each other.
Swansea have to play Southampton.
Yeah, so there's reason for Brighton to believe that they do have to get a point. They seem to have picked up a bit in terms of doing that. They got the draw against Spurs. They got the draw against Burnley.
Although they're without winning 7.
Yeah. I think they'll play how they played against Spurs and Burnley. They'll be deep. They'll rely on Ryan to make some saves. He is a good goalie. He's had a good season.
Yeah.
I mean, they are fighting for their lives. Like you've kind of pointed to, United are not really playing for much. And no Lukaku, obviously, which I'm sure we'll discuss. But, I wouldn't be surprised if Brighton got a point here. Potentially a win, but they probably don't have enough quality going forward to get it. But the likes of Knockaert and Gross have been pretty good. I mean, not
so you've touched on a few players there. Ryan, Gross. I mean, in general, Ben, I think Brighton are going to stay up. I'm going to make a prediction now. Brighton will stay in the league.
I think if they went down, it would be super unlucky.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure how happy I am that Brighton are in the league. I'll be honest with you, I don't think...
you support Palace.
Yeah, I do support Palace, but I also don't think that they're a bit like Huddersfield. I'm not sure what they've really brought to the Premier League this season. I think Glenn Murray's had obviously a nice little run.
I think Duffy and Dunk have played well. I think they're very weak at fullback positions. They often play Bong, who is way too old.
And Shalotto.
Yeah, they've got guys who are not of the level of the Premier League at fullback positions. They'll fix that, though, because their recruitment is very good. I think Dale Stevens had a good season. I think Izquierdo's been very good. He's improving all the time. Gross, Knockaert's been good. Murray's been good. I think they've actually pulled off a bit more than Huddersfield, to be honest. I think they also know that they've got to do a lot more work. But I think they've got the level of club, stadium, ownership, etc. that they can get themselves into a position where Stoke have been in the last decade until now.
Okay. And
that I think they do bring quite a lot to the Premier League. And I think Houghton's a good manager.
I do like Houghton. No, I definitely like Houghton. So here are the predicted teams that we think they're going to be. No real surprises here, I don't think, in Brighton. But when it gets to Manchester United, as you mentioned it before, Ben, there's no Lukaku. He got injured against Arsenal. The big game coming up for Manchester United, obviously, until the end of the season, is really now the FA Cup final against Chelsea. Lukaku, they want to keep fit. We've gone for Pogba, Herrera, Matic. I'm not sure if McTominay might come in or might be a bit more rotation. McTominay actually won, obviously, the Manchester United Player of the Year, right, in their award ceremony.
Wasn't it some special award? From Mourinho.
Yeah, a lot of people said it was basically Mourinho giving himself an award, is what I read. We've gone here again for Lindelof in the back because there's something very weird going on with Eric Bailly that he's not getting a game. We're not really sure about that.
Jones could play as well. Jones has been quite good. I saw their average of conceding goals a lot less when Jones plays. He does seem to like him. I wouldn't be surprised if he plays this team, and then on the final day of the season, the same team as the cup final, bar Lukaku, as in 3 weeks on the trot.
Okay.
And then in the midweek, with their midweek game, he'll play a weakened reserve side.
Well,
I might be wrong.
One player who wasn't in our Man United starting 11 again was Anthony Martial. There's been a lot of talk about Anthony Martial again this week. The big news today on Wednesday, which is when we're recording this video from Bild, is that Bayern Munich are out of the race to sign him. Spurs are still involved, Ben. So are Juventus, and so are Chelsea. That was also a big story this week. You're a Spurs fan. Would you like Martial at Spurs?
Yeah, I would like him, but I don't think Spurs will kind of have enough money between the fee and the wages to get him. Also think Spurs have got other pressing issues, like midfielders, fullbacks potentially. I don't think they're going to buy attacking. I might be wrong. I don't think they're going to buy attacking players unless one of them leaves. One of the big Ali, Son, Eriksen leaves. Kane. I think he'll go to Juventus, personally, or Chelsea. I think he'll do well wherever he goes. I think wherever he goes, United are going to regret it. But I can kind of see why he's, Alexis Sanchez was always going to put someone out of joint basically. So. And you can't really sell Rashford if you're United. His potential is enormous. But it's a shame for Martial. He's been good. He is good. He will be good. I think if he gets around any side, top side in Europe, he'll score a lot of goals, be a very useful player. So they'll regret it. But it's not a huge surprise that Mourinho's jettisoning a big attacking player.
Sure.
It's kind of inevitable.
In our predicted lineup as well, we've also gone, as we saw, with Rashford up front and Alexis on the right-hand side. That could switch up, by the way. I wouldn't be surprised if Alexis does play a more central role as a potential looking forward to next season where Alexis might fit into the side. So that's just something to look out for in the tactics. Ben, let's get to some predictions. What do you think? Brighton versus Manchester United, how do you think it's going to go?
I think it will be 2-2, which will be just enough for Brighton to stay up, basically. And it'll be just enough for United to come second.
Okay, well, I definitely think
confirm it all.
Brighton are definitely going to concede a goal. They always concede right now. And Manchester United, I'm going to go for...
They didn't concede on Saturday at Burnley.
That's true, but in general, they always concede. I think it's going to be a Manchester United relatively easy win. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. And that's going to be the points that will wrap up second place. And Brighton will, they'll be a bit nervous, but they should stay up this season. Let us know what you think.
I don't think 35 points is going to be enough. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, because...
pull up the league table if you can, but that kind of leaves, that leaves a lot of teams below them not doing anything, and some of them have got through. I think.
Well, Brighton are on 37 here already.
Ah, right, they're on 37. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, they should have. Yeah. Well, Southampton. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for a lot of those teams to get up that high. Yeah. I think Huddersfield are in danger for me.
No, definitely. Huddersfield, I think everyone's looking at Huddersfield to go down. They're not going to win a game. Also, West Ham might not win another game this season as well. All right, so let us know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Hit subscribe.